Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined tonight by a beautiful lady whose father graced this arena for a lot of years as our bullfighter. He's a native of Loudon. She lives in the Tri-Cities. Her name is Clay Berry. She's standing by right down in front of the bucking chutes, right about in front of Walla Walla Building Supply, with the man who was just 85, Taylor Broussard.
Thanks, Steve. Taylor, so you were on Famous Dex. What was running through your head on this horse?
Not to mess him up, and I kind of bobbled just a little bit at the end, but that's a really great horse, and I was glad to have him.
And I mean, we like honesty, so that's awesome. How have you been training? Because everyone has a different training regimen. What is yours?
Oh, you know, this time of the year, you're getting on a ton of horses, so we're not really working out super hard in the gym, but like staying like stretched out and stuff. Just stretch every day and keep going down the road.
And you've been going down the road with Trent Montero from our kit. Tell me a little bit about your guys' brotherhood that you've kind of built.
Oh, me and him get along great, and you know, we never fight or anything. We argue more about where we're going to go and who can make up their mind first. And I wish he could be here, but he split his head open last night in Filer, so with prayers with him to heal up and be back next week.
Yeah, you guys definitely have pretty similar scars right now. He just had to match you.
Oh, yeah, he got me beat, though, big time.
So, Richie, you and your wife, as Steve has mentioned, are such an amazing power couple. Tell me a little bit about how you guys feed off each other and that champion mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. She's come from a successful sporting background, and she pushes me every day. She really has the mental aspect of it figured out, and it's something I continually work on.
You're from New Mexico, so you made your way up here to Washington. What brought you up here?
You know, I work for Toppenish Livestock there in Toppenish, Washington. I've been there for 4 or 5 years, and just a great spot. I enjoy the Northwest. I enjoy the rodeos, the atmosphere, everything. It's awesome.
And, I mean, a huge part of New Mexico is the green chili. Did you miss that when you moved up here?
You know, I miss the green chili, that's for dang sure. My mom still has to ship it up to me randomly, so.
That's, I think, the best way to do it. What difference have you seen from when you first started rodeoing to now?
I feel about 10 years older, but I've only been rodeoing 3 years.
Well, I mean, you better young down quickly because you still got a long road ahead of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is your kind of mental training through it all to get you through those little ruts?
Someone told me that I've been kind of real rugged or like stiff, so I've been trying to breathe before I run, and that's been helping me.
You were riding Rusty for a long time, but you're getting on another horse tonight. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm going to ride Luke Branquino's horse, Rockhouse, tonight. Rusty's just getting a little older now, and I got a young horse coming up, Tiger, but Redmond adding this much money, you know, it's kind of, you got to take your odds and put them in your favor where I can ride the best horse here. So Luke was gracious to let me ride and just try to do as good as I can.
So when will we see Tiger's debut?
I rode him last weekend at Lake Havasu, and he's been to a few rodeos, hauled him last summer, but probably at some of the littler rodeos, I'll ride him. But Rusty, he's still in good shape. He looks good and he's sound, but I haven't decided if I'm going to retire him for good or just, you know, if I need him throughout the summer, maybe use him at a few big rodeos. But he's earned his keep for retirement if I need to, but it's kind of hard to let him retire, but he's deserved every bit of it.
Oh, definitely. So you have a beautiful baby girl that you said was 6 months old. How is it being a girl dad?
It's pretty awesome. She, and melts my heart every time you see her, you know, and then when I leave and they FaceTime me, you know, it's like, oh man, she seems like she grows overnight when you're gone, but yeah, it's just a pretty special deal between my wife and seeing light up my wife and my father-in-law. I mean, every time that little girl comes in the room, I mean, she makes me light up, my father-in-law or my wife or any of the family, they just love her to death, so.
Clay Berry, you are surrounded by a few $1 million worth of bronc rider right now.
I mean, I think there's a little, like, I don't know, it just happens. Stetson, what just
Funnin'.
I mean, as you guys can see, there's a huge brotherhood that goes on. I mean, Stetson, you actually have your brothers here talk about, like, a literal brotherhood. How fun is that to be able to compete against your family and the competition level of it?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, they push me every day. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today without them, so it's pretty fun.
Leighton, what was running through your head as you were, like, one of the last ones to go?
Shoot, it was fun watching the bronc ride tonight. Stetson and Cade both made great rides, and just fires a guy up. You know you got to be high 80s to win, so you just try and do the best you can.
You've kind of been making waves this year. Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing differently.
Nothing different. Just it's kind of time's paying off. It's getting better, and hopefully continue getting better.
It took her a long ways to get up here from Texas, and then it took her a long ways to get back here. But it was worth it because Show Off, your horse, definitely showed off tonight.
Yes, he likes Hermiston. I've won the whiskey and the perf twice now that he's been here. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I think you need to start a decoration shelf in your trailer of the Shoe Date whiskey. What do you think?
Display them all? Yes.
Yep.
He keeps winning them?
Yes, definitely. So you are up in Grandview tomorrow night. Tell us a little bit about your horse that you're going to run there.
It's his baby sister, his full sister. She's been in a couple perfs, so I'm going to take her and try to get her feet wet so that she's still a little green, so just kind of get her to see some things.
Well, our circuit definitely is the place to do that with a wide variety of rodeos from Kennewick to Hermiston to places like Grandview. But let's talk a little bit about Birdie. Earlier when you walked up, you had a bag and a bit. What kind of stuff do you keep in there for?
Treats. So when she does a great job like she did tonight, I always give her a treat. And I have a warm-up bridle and a run bridle. And we kind of have our little program that we do before we run, and hopefully it goes, as well as it did tonight everywhere else we go. So
we do have Trey, but I'm guessing we also have the future of rodeo right here. Tell us a little about your kiddo.
This is Thomas Quaid. He's the fourth, and hopefully he follows up with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting back there watching, and he was watching you go. He was cheering for you.
Yes, ma'am. He's after Ellensburg today, Walla Walla tonight, he was clapping and for a rider and watching the saddle bronc. He's going to be Cowboy.
Yeah, he's already addicted.
Clayberry is standing by with your hometown hero, Derek Kolbaba.
Derek, how does it feel taking in that hometown scream?
Oh, I mean, this feels great. Anytime you get such a big support team like I have here at my hometown, it always makes nights like these a whole lot better.
Tell us a couple of your memories from growing up here.
Yeah, I can remember just being a little guy probably getting in the way on the back of the buck and shoots. And, like I said, anytime you get a ride in front of such a hometown crowd like this, it makes the night pretty special.
And what does it mean? I mean, you were obviously raised here, and then you are now building a family here. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, no, Walla Walla, great community. I always love coming to this rodeo, and if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we love. So thank you very much.
I think that's a great note to end it on. Congratulations.
Thank you.